A trans person in Montana was banned from speaking because of an anti-drag law. Yeah. You know, I told you, folks. I told you. Genocide. You love that word, don't you? Genocide, because it's so evocative. Well, folks, not only is it evocative, man, oh man, do they want to prove me right. In this respect, you know, me and conservatives working together on the central goal of making me right. Library cancels trans speaker after Montana bans drag readings. Montana's new law banning drag reading events at public libraries has led to the cancellation of a transgender speaker in a southwestern Montana city on Friday. New law. Native American transgender speaker. Were they even in drag? The speech might be illegal in Montana as a flamboyantly dressed trans woman, she posted. Ah, no, then there it is. On Thursday, she said her tweet was meant to mock the law that bans drag reading events at public schools and libraries. Republican Governor Greg Gianforte signed it on May 22nd, and it took effect immediately. Under the law, drag queen is defined as a performer who adopts a flamboyant feminine persona with glamorous or exaggerated costumes and makeup. You might notice that this is a very vague definition that, depending on who is arresting you and or prosecuting you, this could include, like, a trans woman wearing a dress. A drag queen story hour is defined as when a drag king or queen reads children's books and engages in learning activities. Erring on the side of caution and canceling the event. This is the whole point. This could include Elton John. Yes, literally. The whole, but he would never be prosecuted for it. The whole point of laws that are drafted like this, incredibly vague. Oh yeah, you can't do this thing, you know? Look, right here. Jaward described herself as somewhat of a fashionista who dresses professionally for events, but certainly not in drag. But that's the point of legal definitions like this. They're meant to be ambiguous enough that the courts and the cops can now prosecute you if they want to. They're so all-encompassing that if they want to, they can get you, but there's no guarantee they will. It's ambiguous. It's vague. I said this before, but this was a component of state repression under Stalinism, where, you know, in a purely proceduralist sense, following everything by the letter of the law, everyone's guilty. But the fact that everyone's guilty means that the cops have the ability to selectively target people they really want to get. This could include cis women too. What the? Okay, but this is the thing you have to understand. But it won't. That's the thing you have to understand. It could, because the language is deliberately vague, but it won't. You know? It would be like if in Nazi Germany a law was passed that said that, like, shop owners now have the ability to discriminate against people based on their religion. You think a lot of Christians are going to be kicked out of restaurants? No. Even though the legal text of the law they're like, oh, well, this could happen to anyone. This could happen to Christians. It's not going to. It's going to happen to Jews. You know? The legal ambiguity is like a smokescreen that is used to prevent the severity of the law from being fully understood by naive people, you know? Because then they can go, oh, well, this law isn't targeting, you know, all this stuff specifically. It's just, you know, it's against this stuff. She's literally a fan of you? What? 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 Wait, what? Wait. Guys. There's an ad blocker here. But oh wait, hold on. I can stop my ad blocker. It's one of those ones where if you stop the ad blocker. Okay. Go through. Guys, does that shirt look familiar to anyone? Yo! Let's go! And it can be yours too if you just go to vaush.gg/merch. Oh my god. Well, that's pretty overt. Hell yeah. Watch, Hassan's community will call we'll call them a Hassan fan. Next chance they get. That's crazy. Who got this link? I never would have known. That's crazy. I didn't know this going into this. This is phenomenal for me. I hope you all know my ego is swelling right now. Me? Logical Pretzels, thank you. Thank you very much. My goodness. But so let none of this take away from the broader political point that I'm trying to make here. Throbbing ego. Oh, my ego is just. Oh, I'm getting a little headache. I can feel my brain pressing up against the inside of my skull pan. Oh my God, that's crazy. I, I want you to imagine like the sheer terror of existing in a state with a law like this. Under the law, a drag queen is defined as a performer who adopts a flamboyant. So let's go over these, right? Performer? Well, doing anything in public technically makes you a performer, right? Like, this doesn't say adherent to the guild or the union of actors or whatever. Like, you know, that's flamboyant, okay. Feminine persona, okay, you know, with glamorous or exaggerated costumes and makeup. This could mean anything. Notably, this could also rope anyone in during Halloween. But again, to be clear, they're not going to be going after people just on Halloween, okay? This is a trans woman thing. It's a drag thing first and foremost. But they can get anyone with this. Jawart, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, especially now that I know that she knows who I am, likened her library speech being canceled to the silencing of Zephyr after her testimony against a bill to ban trans medical care for minors and Zephyr's later removal from the House floor for her participation in a protest over her silencing. One of my best defenses against bigotry is just educating the public and doing these speeches about the history of two-spirit people who have long been recognized by Native American tribes, Short said. But Silver, Bo Chief Executive J.P. Gallagher, issued a proclamation Thursday marking the beginning of Pride Month and encouraged residents to support the visibility, dignity, and equality of all people, including LGBTQ residents. Well, first of all, Vaush, congratulations for making it to ABC News. Awesome. Adria, hope you're doing well. Butte? It's Butte. Butte, not but, Butte. Okay. Isn't a butte a kind of geological formation, kind of like a mesa or a step? Isn't that a thing? Yes? Okay. It's yeah, all right. I think I've heard that pronunciation before. Anyway, thank you for buying my shirt. I hope you're doing well, and you're doing good work. Incredibly brave, by the way, to be doing work like that, you know, in a state like Montana, considering the political situation there. Get her on stream. Well, I don't have a way of contacting her directly. You know, maybe she emails me, then yeah. Sorry, I was thrown off base a little bit by the swelling pain in my skull. Yeah. Just understand that the reason why the Republicans are so fastidiously attacking every bit of public exposure for trans people is it's for the same reason they fear Gen Z so much. It is way harder to maintain bigotry against a group of people you're familiar with. More Gen Z people than any previous generation personally know a trans person. And this correlates directly to their relatively pro-trans disposition. The fear of drag queen story hours of trans people going outside, doing anything, performance, talking anything, is because Republicans are fully aware of the fact that every moment a trans person, a drag queen, whatever, gets to speak to the public, gets to speak to any public, is a moment that they're losing. Because it takes ignorance and it takes isolation to maintain the artificial bubble of hatred that Republicans are fighting to defend. I thought it was because they're evil and they hate us. Whoa! Okay, obviously, they're also evil and they also hate you. That is also true. We're not moving away from that, you know, analytic theory. That's still present.